for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
Yeah, Clark, I think they can really attack this club in the paint. That's where they can win this game if they dominate there.
Chandler Parsons, a second-round pick by the Rockets out of Florida back in 2011. Steve, what a find.
Yeah, I mean, from day one, he looked ready to play at the NBA level. I mean, the speed wasn't too much for him. His skill level translated beautifully, and he's improved every season. His three-point shooting is getting better, but the ability to do so many things makes him a very effective player.
Lawson against Curry. And here's Chandler from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Horford kicks to Burks. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Lawson. And again, it's Minnesota.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Curry passes to Ellis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Ellis has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Horford sets a screen for Parsons, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here's Ellis. After the basket by Minnesota, Curry's shot is good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Timberwolves have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Lawson dishes to Burks. Feeds it to Parsons. The pass to Ibaka. Back to Parsons. Nice D from Chandler.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Outside for Curry. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Another shot.
Tune in for a skip.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
Allen is out there with Reggie Jackson. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Carter in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You know, last year the Wolves proved they were competitive. No teams pushed them around. But in the Western Conference, being competitive isn't enough to get you to the playoffs.
Now here is Carter. Here's Jackson. Off target with his 3. Parsons attacking. Biyombo with the block. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Well, the Timberwolves had a losing record at 23-29 against the rest of the West. Steve, they weren't able to stay in playoff contention for too long.
Well, injuries were a part of that, but in general, this team is still missing a few pieces before they can climb that ladder out in the West.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Having a chance here to check out how the Grizzlies ranked in the NBA last season. third in opponent offense, fourth in lowest turnovers per game. And they were top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
I just like the way they got after it defensively. You talked about the fact they were in the top 5 in the league in opponents' points per game. So this is a club that had a plan each and every night, and they executed that plan. They played really hard. They played together. They covered up for one another. And all in all, that was an excellent defensive club.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Mayo against Allen. Mayo kicks to Sloan.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the basket by Minnesota. Pass to Chandler. It's deflected. Here's Jackson. And the 3 off target. Chris Humphries, one of the lone veterans, Steve, last season on a rebuilding Celtics team.
Well, he was really a salary cap piece in that trade that brought Garnett and Pierce to Brooklyn. So, yeah, the minutes, limited by the needs of the Celtics to play younger players. But for the Celtics, I mean, they were actually better on both ends when he was on the court.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, interestingly, guys, Stephen Curry got angry last season when the GMs of the league ranked him the 3rd best shooting guard in the NBA. He said, I've heard people ever since high school saying, quote, I'm too small. I can't play point guard. Now I'm not a true point guard? Well, I'm certainly not a stereotypical pass first point guard, but the way I can run the show will manifest itself. Kevin?
The great ones always find that motivation. Thanks, Doris.
And for Humphries last season, a return to form with his mid-range jump shot. Very much value added. He's dangerous from that high post area.
Step back and straight up. Curry's got 5.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And Lawson with the drive. Over to the left wing. Burks kicks to Mayo. Pass to Lawson. Horford with a screen on Allen. Lawson the pass to Horford. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this
we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Baca is out there with Horford. Then it's Lawson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Parsons in at the 3. Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So a very versatile player.
You know, who says the big guy doesn't like to attack the basket? I mean, could have fooled me on that one.
Yeah, nice change of pace for him to power one home.
Yeah, it's not usually his role, but he takes advantage of the situation there.
Here's Lawson. The Grizzlies making the shot.
Ty Lawson somewhat undersized at the point guard position at 5'11", but he makes up for it with his strength, and he really competes defensively. He is not easy to push around.
And for Lawson, the issue defensively, not so much getting over Power Clark. There's just certain shots he can't get to.
Yeah, well, he's not the biggest guard. I mean, he's actually one of the smaller guards we have in the league, but he's powerful, he's explosive, and he does on occasion get outsized, and he just has to do the best he can in those situations.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis leading by 3. Curry with it. Now Lawson defending. Curry can't get it to go.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team, actually back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down. He's a terrific passer, and his mid-range jumping is spot on.
And the second free throw, good. And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental, because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Curry, here we go. And here we go with Lawson, running it right up the court. And Chandler sends it back. There's the bucket, good.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Ellis outside. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss. Timberwolves have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Burks. Back to Lawson. Tries from 10. That's good. Lawson's got his second bucket of the night.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Now here's Ellis. Left side, Chandler. Kicks it out to Ellis. Clock at 6. And nothing is falling for him right now.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Now here's West. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Ibaka. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Here's Chandler. 6 points for him. Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 8. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. 7 lead changes already. Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
No good trying to beat the buzzer.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. The Philadelphia 76ers take on the Milwaukee Bucks this Friday.
Come on. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
There's a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open 3.
Minnesota in the lead. We've got Allen. West is out there with Carter. Then it's Robinson, and it's Jackson in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's O'Quinn offline with his 3. Memphis has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And it's Nate Robinson with the 3. Robinson's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Memphis. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's O'Quinn, defended by West. And O'Quinn kicks to Humphries. He feeds it to Mayo. 4 on the shot clock. And he jams it with authority.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Robinson misses.